Let me share 3 examples of how blockchain technology is being used to create a more transparent and therefore more just, informed, and empowered society. The world's population is reaching 7.5 billion, making land an increasingly scarce and precious commodity and an increasing target for corruption. Records of ownership, which are immutable and auditable, could not only be used as a tool against this, but could unlock trapped economic opportunity. Initiatives in countries including Georgia, Sweden, Ghana, and the US are exploring how blockchain-based systems could be used to enhance land title registries. Now, this could help to ensure that land remains with its rightful owner. Another area are supply chains. The authenticity and origin of the goods we buy helps determine their value, their quality, even their safety. From diamonds to artwork to consumer goods, technologists are exploring how blockchain-based systems could be used to trace product journeys. One of these startups is Provenance, and they've built a platform that allows brands and industries such as food and drink, fashion, and cosmetics to track products along the supply chain, providing consumers with verifiable information about product history and creation. Not only does this help us as consumers make more informed choices about what we buy, it creates a network of real-time data which allows us to prevent fraud, contamination, and other supply chain risks. A third area where blockchain technology is being explored to provide transparency is voting. Securities exchanges are looking into how blockchain-based systems can be used in voting platforms, allowing shareholders to observe and participate in annual meetings. And various groups around the world are looking at how blockchain systems can be used for elections, helping to enable audits and reduce fraud. Of course, the voting example also calls to mind some of the potential risks, here specifically for voter privacy. Demanding transparency from our systems and institutions should in no way conflict with our right for privacy as individuals. So in designing these types of systems, privacy, security, and system integrity become extremely important. Now, some of you may be thinking, I hear about blockchain all the time. Everybody wants a blockchain, everybody has a blockchain, they're definitely coming, we just need to wait for them, right? Clearly, I'm going to say yes. And today, change is usually happening faster than most people expect. But blockchain technology is still early stage, and there's still a lot to learn about its potential applications. In addition to the opportunities that I've mentioned, there's also challenges like scalability, interoperability, and as mentioned, privacy and confidentiality. So together with the potential benefits, we're working on understanding the potential risks. And also different systems will of course have different design priorities, not all of which are going to include transparency. To date, much of the focus in this space has been on the use of blockchain technology in the financial sector. Achieving the necessary cooperation for a successful blockchain integration in financial services is an impressive first step. And the opportunity to bring transparency to financial services is incredibly exciting. Naturally, it's also very complex, both for market and regulatory reasons. But maybe it's also just that today, siloed systems, lack of transparency, and therefore lack of power of the individual is our status quo. And technologies, like blockchain technology, are providing us with the opportunity to challenge this status quo. It's allowing us to prove transparency. It's changing how we think about data ownership and control. And born of an open source project, it's an example of the important advancements which come from open innovation. Now, just as with the internet, ensuring proper governance, incentives, and a commitment to openness are key. It might be really hard to imagine today, but the internet would be a very different and arguably much less useful tool had it remained a collection of intranets, closed off to the diversity and freedom of expression we see today. Blockchain technology, open systems, and transparency can bring enormous benefits to markets, to science, to democracy. But it's up to us as citizens and consumers to demand this type of transparency in order to provide the incentives for these systems to exist. We must also participate. Consensus-based trust means that stakeholders need to help to run the systems, so we need to align our incentives and engage. And as technologists, we need to understand the implications that the technology we build can have on humanity. And we should enable systems which benefit us all, not just the few. Blockchain technology may serve as a powerful tool for opening access to information, for empowering individuals, and for automating trust. And in these early days, as blockchain technology begins to embed the financial, institutional, and cultural systems of our society, let's take this opportunity to make those systems be more open, inclusive, and transparent. Thank you.